What it do? What it do? This your boy, big fucking Waves in the building, man. Y'all already know what time it is. What the fuck is up with it, man? Hey, boy, I ain't done one of these in a long ass time. Like it's been a minute since I came on here, man, and popped my shit with y'all, man. But I got some shit I got to say, man, after this performance that we just witnessed here. So y'all pull up to the channel, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Big fucking Waves in the building, man. Life is just a wave podcast. This light is bright as fuck. I gotta find something else because this light is not gonna get it done. Bro, what the fuck happened? This is exactly what the fuck we about to talk about, bro. Exactly what the fuck happened because I don't know, man. I really don't know about this. I really don't know about this. Like I really don't know, and I really did not like what I saw out there on the football field today from this new era of Carolina Panthers football, or supposed to be a new era of Carolina Panthers football. I didn't like what I saw out there today. Now, granted, this is the preseason, right? So it's only a little bit that you can take away from this, but I'm here to give y'all my takeaways from what I saw, right, from this game. Uh, the first takeaway that I'll go ahead and say uh, is the offensive play calling was absolutely horrible. Offensive play calling was absolutely horrible. If Frank Wright and Thomas Brown, if this is the best that they can come up with, if this is what this new offense is supposed to look like, then I'm not for it. Right? Like I'm not for it whatsoever, man. It was super conservative. We did not even take a chance to push the ball down the field. It basic stuff, kind of a lot of shit that you saw up under Steve Wilkes, where it's just basic passes, basic throws, you know what I'm saying, short little completions to, you know, it was super conservative for me. I'm not a fan of the offense of what I saw out there today. That play calling was absolutely terrible to me. I think that they should allow Bryce Young to show what he's been doing all training camp long, and that's taking deep shots to DJ Shark, right? I am not a fan of what they did on the offensive philosophy, whatever Frank Wright and Thomas Brown. Maybe they didn't want to show too much, right? Maybe they said to themselves they didn't want to show a ton of what they have in the arsenal already for this football team. But I was completely disgusted with the play calling. Preseason or not, it was completely terrible. Shout out to Dakota's jersey. You absolutely right, my boy. Again, it was a shit show, right? And if anybody that knows me, that is my favorite saying. We will open offense in the regular season. They just call it simple plays. I don't want to hear that, Carl ID. This is the preseason, right? When your starters are out there on the field, you need to make a impact while you have an opportunity to make an impact. Um, I personally felt like, it was super conservative with the play calling. Uh, that's my number one point, right? So my second point that I'm going to get into here is that we need Austin Corbett back in the worst way. Austin Corbett, we need him back like yesterday, right? Like we need him back as ASAP. Um, Everybody that they placed in that spot, Cade Mays, Jordan even got out there on the field. They all look like trash, right? The offensive line struggled mightily against the Jets starting pass rush. Uh, the offensive line did not look good at all. You cannot have Bryce Young taking the kind of shots that he took in this game. Like if you want your quarterback to play for 18 game season, you cannot have Bryce Young taking the fucking shots that he took today. He will not be standing up long if he continues to take the shots that he took today. And granted, he popped right back up. That's fine. I know people have been talking about that. He got back up from those hits, but those hits that he fucking took were nasty hits. We cannot have our quarterback taking hits like that. And a lot of that shit is the blame on the play calling, right? Because you have to call plays to not allow your quarterback to get fucking killed the way he got killed today, right? I think a lot of that play calling was terrible. If this was the first glimpse of Thomas Brown, if this was the first glimpse of Frank Wright era, This was complete bullshit that I saw out there today. I didn't see any creativity in the offense. Again, I'm not expecting these guys to come out here and show their full hand, but at the same time, you want to see us be able to move the ball down the field, and that's something that we were not able to do. We did not move the ball out of the field. We put up a goose egg, didn't even get into field goal range to make a field goal. And a lot of that was the protection, man. The protection was just overall horrible. The first team protection didn't look good. The second team protection didn't look good. The third team protection didn't look good. And oh yeah, by the way, Matt Corral is fucking trash, man. He is sorry. I don't care. There is nothing else that you can say anymore about Matt Corral. Anybody that wants to talk about Matt Corral going forward as being anything, that motherfucker is sorry. He sucks, man. Like he really, really sucks. He's not an NFL quarterback on any level whatsoever. Third string, fourth string. He needs to be on the fucking practice squad somewhere, sitting somewhere, man, just being a practice squad scout QB, because Matt Corral is not the answer. And it just didn't even have Quinton Wyndham, Carl Lawson, and Sauce Gardner. Exactly, right? We had our starters out there for 11 plays. 11 plays. So they got some good reps in this game. And Bryce Young, granted, I think he went 4 for 6. Really short check down throws. I think the one he threw to Adam Thielen was probably the best throw that he threw out of the game. But as you can see, he was under a ton of pressure, a ton of pressure in this first opening game. And a lot of that came from Corbett's spot. Corbett is missing on that line, and we're going to have to get this guy back, man, sooner than later, or the Panthers are going to have to go and get somebody because I'm telling you, man, I did not like what I saw early. Now, I could be overreacting. I understand that this is the first preseason game, but with all the hype that we've had this all season, the way that we've hyped this football team up, the way that we've sat here and talked about what we wanted to see in this new era of Carolina Panther football, for this to be the first taste against another opponent, it was absolute bullshit. And not even, I don't even want to get on the defense. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I think our defense is going to struggle this year. I really do, man. I think our defense is going to struggle. Why? Because they're trying to learn a new scheme. They're in this 3-4 system. This 3-4 system is going to take time for them to learn it. They're going to have to take, it's going to take time for them to get it, to understand the concepts of it. But overall, I will definitely tell you the Panthers defense, I really feel like we might struggle on the defensive side of the ball this year. Um, Man, we let Zach Wilson, our starting defense, right? Granted, Brian Burns was not out there, but J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, Jeremy Chin, everybody else was out there. They did not make any plays. They made Zach Wilson look like a good quarterback. Zach Wilson. And again, maybe this is just all an adjustment of learning the 3-4 scheme. That's going to take some time to do it. So, Panther Nation, expect some growing pains on that defensive side of the ball this season. Learning a 3-4 defense, adjusting to a 3-4 personnel, that's going to take time, guys. And I think that it's going to be a painful process early in the season until they get more comfortable playing in that 3-4 scheme. I really did not like what I saw out of the defense. When the ones were on the field, did not like what I saw out of the defense either. Zach didn't play good, even with us having monster pass rush. We really didn't even have monster pass rush. Carl, I don't even think we were watching the same game, Carl, because I don't even know what you're talking about right now, man. Um, but overall, again, it's just this is not the start that you wanted to see from this football team. This is not what you want to see from a new regime, a new era where we're supposed to be hyped up. Man, we laid a fucking egg, 20-0, a fucking egg. We laid a fucking egg in a preseason game against the Jets that had Zach Wilson at quarterback the whole game. It's not right. Even Steve Smith said that this is not going to be the offense that can get the job done. You're not going to get the job done with this offensive play calling that they came there. I don't know if Thomas Brown and Frank Wright are not on the same page. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on, but this offense, that first team offense looked terrible. And run game, which I'm going to get to that point, got Christian in the building. Christian, I'm going to pull you up here in just a second. My guy, big fucking Wavez is back, man. Hey, listen, we need a veteran running back behind our boy Miles Sanders. We need a veteran running back behind Miles Sanders as well. We need a veteran running back. Chuba's Chuba's not it. He's not it. He's not it. Chuba Hubbard is not it. I think Spencer Brown, um, other running back, Blackshear. I think they showed more than what Chuba Hubbard did. I think the Panthers need to go try to see about bringing in a Leonard Fournette, thinking about bringing in an Ezekiel Elliott, one of these veteran running backs that are still on the market, signing them to a maybe a 2-year deal to come in here and back Miles Sanders if Miles Sanders is not 100% ready to go for week 1. Because I did not like what I seen out of the run game either, right? And you can blame that on the offensive line or whatever. But when given the chances, the run game did not impress me at all. I just think it was a complete shit show, man. Super conservative. Like it was a super conservative. You didn't have Bryce. If you're going to drop Bryce back, man, allow him to take some shots down the field to get the pressure off of him. He's had nothing but great chemistry with DJ Shark all training camp long. The training camps that I've went to, the ones that I've went live from, you saw the instant connection that he had with DJ Shark on deep passes. I wanted to see some deep throws made down there. Again, you don't have to expose your whole hand, but literally the offense was super simple. It was handoffs, 5 to 6 yard throws to Bryce Young, and then when he was dropping back, the offensive line didn't protect at all. He was getting his ass destroyed. Matt Corral, Saloon Ox 42, you absolutely correct. Matt Corral is fucking trash. He is fucking trash, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We need to cut him immediately. We need to cut him immediately, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my boy Christian on. It was a whole shit show across the board on both sides. You absolutely correct, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my boy Christian in the building.
What's
Uh
good, man?
Christian, what's good with it, bro, man? What's your thoughts on the game, man?
I'm completely just drained from watching this shit, man. I'm so disgusted and disappointed. I honestly like I don't think I think if we get I think if our defense is injured, we're in trouble, which that's most likely gonna happen. There are gonna be some injuries. If everybody, our whole team stay healthy on defense, we gonna be straight. Honestly, I think the secondary. I honest to God, I thought the secondary looked great today. The
Yeah,
secondary
yeah, they
surprise.
were solid.
They were good today.
Henderson surprised me. Henderson surprised me with his
Yeah,
play today. He played
right.
well.
Right. The secondary to me, I don't think we're gonna be in trouble in the secondary this season. I think we're gonna be in trouble in the run game. We gonna get killed if Burns wasn't there. A lot of people wasn't there, so we'll see then. But if we got injuries, it's gonna be on trouble. But I'm not really concerned about the defense because I think the defense is gonna find their way. Defense always will find their way, so they'll be fine. I think no one's gonna go crazy on us. I think we're gonna lead 25 points. That's pretty much what team's gonna score on us at least. I'm not
Yeah,
concerned, but the offense. I've said this from the jump, and we've probably have screamed and yelled for this.
yep.
I said we should have got Dalvin Cook. I mean,
Yeah,
this is
man.
if we need
Man.
somebody on offense. I'm not sold on any of the running backs. I think our running back depth is complete ass. We
Yep.
got Du Bois as running backs. You know, they was like, well, we hiding Chanel. I would have loved to see some of that. Like, give us
Yeah,
something.
man.
Give us something. Like, it's just frustrating because and I think Matt Corral, he's not trash, but
No,
he's a
he is,
serviceable
bro.
back. I can't be
Yeah, he
mad
he,
at
he
him
is.
for
He
today.
is.
The line was trash.
He is.
Michael Jordan was I mean, my God.
Right.
I can't see if Corral is trash or not. The way the line was blocking, I can't tell. I can't see if he's all the way trash. So I can't blame him for today. I'm gonna give the quarterbacks passes because I mean
Yeah.
Bryce was getting took out.
Right,
I
man. Some
mean,
of the hits
within
he
the
took,
first, yeah, like
you
I'm
can't you can't
like,
allow you can't allow your court Bryce Young to take those kind of hits, man.
right, like,
Like
bro,
I
like
don't care.
Quentin wasn't even playing today, and he
I,
was
I I
getting
don't
hit like
care
that.
what, but and I blame a lot of that on the coaching staff. because
Yeah.
my thing about it is you have to call plays, man, to set your quarterback up to not get hit like that, man. The one hit that he took from the blind side, man, even though he got the ball off, yes, he's getting the ball off. He's able to get the ball off. But, bro, some of those hits that he took, man, was vicious, bro. Especially the one with Jefferson coming around the corner and he hit Bryce from the blind side, bro. That's for any size quarterback getting hit like that, bro. That was a bad hit. Yes, Bryce popped up. That's good and all. But, bro, you can't keep taking hits like that week after week after week.
Right. It's
Like you,
gonna
you
take you toll. We need Austin Corbett immediately.
yeah, Corbett is
Okay.
going to have to get back healthy, man, to bring some
Right,
stability to this
man.
offensive line.
When look, we can't go 4 weeks of him without him. Look, after 4 weeks, we can sustain for 4 weeks. After that, look, he got to come back and line up. Look, he halfway there. We gonna take half of him. We need him. We need to get some offensive lineman depth. We need to get in that room. He need to get on that clock, that call, get somebody in here. Cause
And I want to make this point too, man. I know that this is preseason, right? And you still trying to figure and work everything out. For me, yeah, Terrence. Yeah, I don't know, man. Corral is trash. I'm sorry. I'm on the fence of him being, but the reason why I say that I'm so concerned about this first showing is because the offense actually played a lot. Like the starting offense got a lot of reps for it to be in the first game.
right,
You get what I'm
a
saying?
lot,
They got a
a
lot of
lot.
reps. They pretty much played the whole first quarter. Bryce Young had 3 series, three or four series that he had out there. And again, you just did not see anything from the offense, man, to say, hey, this is an improved unit. I wanted to see, man, some efficiency on offense, man. We got down in third down situations like super quick. And then when we got on third down, we couldn't execute on third down whatsoever.
It's Frank
It's
Wright.
again, I'm not taking too much from it because I know it's one preseason game. I want everybody to understand that's listening to the podcast right now. I get that it's preseason and I'm not overhyping it, but with all of the anticipation, the buildup and excitement from this offseason, all of the moves that we made, bringing in the staff, for that to be the first glimpse, it is very, very, very discouraging for what we see. We didn't put any points up, man, in the preseason game. Like
That's disgusting.
to get beat 20-0 at home. I don't care if it's preseason or
It was
regular
27, I
season.
believe. It was
Yeah, they
27 if
scored.
I'm
They might
right.
have scored a last minute touchdown, but to get beat like that at home, man, in preseason to open up the new era in Carolina, that's terrible, man. I'm sorry. You can say what you want, man. These boys are gonna have to come out, man, next week and show me a little bit more, man, against the Giants guys, or I'm telling you. You got to remember, there's only 3 preseason games, so it's not 4 preseason games anymore.
Right.
It's only 3 preseason games, so really, they only got about 2 weeks to get it right. Like seriously, they only have 2 more weeks to get it right. It's not a lot of time left. It's not a lot of time left for everybody to get everything figured out, man. So we need to see more quick, man. And I just think that this offense, man, and that play calling by Thomas, I don't know who was calling the plays, if it was Frank Wright, if it
Man,
was
it's
Thomas
Frank.
Brown.
No, we not blaming. No, we gonna be real tonight. Frank Wright, that's who is the number one corporate right here. What he did was he had the book sheet of all the plays. He took out one piece of paper from the book sheet, said, "Hey, we're gonna run all these plays right here." Instead of open the book play, give at least 3 books of plays. It's
Take some
like
shots down the
he
field, man. Like I
right, like
like
he
I really
took
want to see
nothing
some
down the
shots down the
field.
field. You have wide receivers that
That's
can do
because
this stuff.
right. He wanted. We got to take it slow, and I knew we was in trouble when I heard Steve Smith said, "Well, Frank said, he don't want to run everything. He want to hold off on stuff. Hold off. What you mean hold off? You need to show. You need to run it because you only got 3 weeks. Run some of it. You ain't got nobody said, hey, run every offensive everything that you got on offense, but give us half of it. Like
Hold
it's
on.
up to you
Flame.
to execute.
Hold on 1 second, Christian. Flame shoes 87, man. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You said Bryce hold the ball too young, man. He actually got rid of the ball fast and took some
Yeah, he
big
got rid of
hits
the
while
ball
he
quick.
did it. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You said he doesn't have enough power to throw deep. He absolutely does. I'm not sure what you said. Now, what I will say is that Bryce Young done better than all the other quarterbacks that got drafted this year. CJ Stroud did not look good in his opening preseason game.
Well, that
For all of the
line
people,
though.
yeah, they line. They line is a problem. Yep. For all those people that was talking about Anthony Richardson, he looked exactly what we thought that he was, man. I mean, his throwing is terrible. He's going to be a kid that has all the upside in the world, but one thing you cannot teach, man, is throwing ability, and that man does not have any. I watched the highlights from that Colts game, and Anthony Richardson did not look good at all when he was out there on the field. Um,
Yeah, he didn't to me. I mean, he made a
yeah,
couple good throws. When he throws deep, I think that's his best asset. But when it's the short and remedial passing, that's when he's not at his best.
yeah,
I
man.
mean, we not gonna even talk about the Titans. He just asked. So
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Your boy Matt, Will Levis.
Will Levis, yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. He
upset
not
with the
it.
Titans how they doing Malik Willis. I mean, they're setting this dude up for failure. I mean,
Yeah,
the
he's he,
plays was
he
just ridiculous. It's
he's
it's
not it. So
it's it's racism over there with the Titans. It's ridiculous.
yeah, so if I were to talk about any good things, man, from the game, if you guys look at my community section on the channel, I posted just a bunch of takeaways. So here's my thing with the defense overall, right? So um, Derek Brown is probably going to be getting double teamed in a lot of situations in this 3-4 front. Like I can see that. Like that's what they were doing because they didn't have the threat of nobody else getting pass rush, right?
Right.
Like he was getting a lot of two-man looks up front. Therefore, Gross Matos didn't do anything. I wasn't even
Oh
sure.
my God,
The
he
opposite
was
end of
pissing me
Gross
off.
Matos, who did they have out there? Was it DJ Johnson?
They
Is that
had,
who?
I think Tuttle was out there. DJ Johnson was out there.
Yeah,
Who
like
else
who
was
was
out
the
there?
opposite
Lulu
edge? I
was
think it was
there.
90, like 90,
I think Tuttle was out there.
96 or
I
something
think
like that.
Tuttle. I think Shaw was out there with him. I
I
know. I know Johnson was out there, but I know for a fact Gross Matos did absolutely nothing. I mean, my
but
God,
shit,
he
Gross
he kept
Matos, why the
getting
fuck
beat.
is he still on the roster? Can somebody tell me why? Yeah, Kobe Jones. Yes. Can somebody
Kobe
fucking tell
Jones.
me?
Okay.
Can somebody tell me why Gross Matos is still on the damn roster?
Yeah, you're
I
right.
I I,
Kobe
I
Jones was out there.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
understand why Gross Matos is
But
still
I
on this
thought Tuttle
football
played.
team.
I don't know why either. I
Oh
mean,
my
I feel like
god.
there's a lot of people on this team that should not be here. Just in my honest opinion.
So
Um,
another takeaway that I had, right? So we talked about Bryce Young is able to take some big hits. We need Corbett back. I think everybody that watched this game can see that Austin Corbett is really missed in this offensive line. But it's one name to talk about some good shit that stood out on the defensive side of the ball today, and that's Eric Rowe. Eric Rowe made a lot of good
yeah,
plays, a lot of good plays out there for the Panthers today, man. Yeah, like he took care of. He made a crucial stop on the goal line in that second half, but then we turned around and just gave the easiest touchdown up with a throw to the running back. That's why I said, man. We made Zach Wilson look fucking good, even if that's our third and fourth guys out there on the field that he's playing against, man. At the end of the day, bro, we still should have seen a little bit more out of this football team. I don't care. Call me what the hell y'all want to call me for. I am disappointed in this start of the 2023 season for the
very.
Carolina Panthers, man. I really am. I really and some people may say, hey, it's just a preseason game, but you also got to understand this, man. Like our starters were out there for a big chunk on the offense and the defensive side of the ball. Like they were out there for a big chunk. I think both sides at least got 11 points. You wanted to at least see some efficiency from these guys. Yeah, Barno made some big plays as well. Shout out to Amari Barno. He made some good plays as well.
Yeah, he makes some good plays.
He was having a damn good game. I'm not gonna lie. Barno was having a damn good football game today. So I want to give him credit for that as well too. CJ Henderson, man, he made a lot of good plays at cornerback today, man, when given some opportunities. He
Xavier
really did.
Woods.
Xavier Woods looked pretty good out there as well. We couldn't score a single fucking point on the Jets defense, who had all their players out. I think maybe C.J. Mosley was the only starter out there. We got bitched by a bunch of scrubs, bruh. Saloon, what is it? Solon Ox 42. Hey, bro, the shit was a fucking shit show. Complete embarrassment. A complete shit showing of a fucking football game today, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This shit got me a little nervous. Not a ton nervous, but a little nervous because the last thing that I expected to see Christian today was Bryce Young taking big hits. Like that was the last I expected this offensive line to play a lot better today.
Uh,
I didn't expect him to take a
I
lot of big hits today. I really did not.
I knew he would. I knew he would get hit, but I for me, I'm not concerned with with Bryce getting hit. I'm not concerned with that because I think the offensive line, once Corbett gets back, and I think some of those guys from third string is going to take some guys from second string spot because the third string actually played much better than second. But I'm more concerned on we need, when we gonna get a coach to me that's like we gonna bring it. Why we always gotta wait for the other team to punch us in the mouth to bring it? Like I'm so sick of that.
Right.
I'm sick of that
Right.
energy. Like we come on, Frank. Like Frank is being too safe right now, and I think if he goes into this season, that's my only issue. I think we're gonna be. I think offensively, he's gonna shoot his load when we play Atlanta and be, hey, I told you I was this guru, and you're gonna be like, well, damn, we just wanted to see a glance of it in the preseason. But I hate that. Why can't we be the team to smack somebody in the mouth? Like we gotta
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
smack somebody in the mouth. We
Yeah.
always waiting for somebody else to smack us in the mouth and play. Like I just feel like there's no energy on the defense. I feel like we need somebody that has energy on this defense, and I feel like Frankie Louisville is that guy to give the energy to
He
the
is.
defense.
He really
And I
is.
and I need that. I need somebody on defense to give me that energy, no matter if it's preseason, AAA. I need you to give me that energy offensively too. I'm gonna
Yep.
need. I love Bryce, and I do, but I know he's a rookie. But I need him a little bit more aggressive. I know to reserve it. And that's my only criticism with Bryce. I need sometimes to get in that ass, and I think he'll learn to get in that ass during this season because he
It's-
will get frustrated with some of
I,
these wide receivers. That's the only thing. For me with this season, I just feel like it's a lack of serious, lack of for me.
the
Hey,
it
we got
factor.
that energy.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it's
we
the
got
it
that
factor.
lack of
I know
energy
exactly
right
what you're
now.
talking about. Like I know exactly what you wanted. Like what I was expecting to see. So let me tell y'all about my expectations before 4 p.m. Eastern today, right? I was expecting us to come out there, man, and play a good damn game. You know what I'm saying? An efficient game, right? I didn't. I'm again. I'm not going to overreact to it, courtesy. I see exactly what you're saying. I'm not gonna overreact to it. But again, I can see why a lot of fans are, upset about this performance because again, this was the first real glimpse of what this new era of Carolina Panthers football looks like,
Right.
right? So, and to me, with all the excitement, all the buildup, all the talk that has happened this offseason, this is not what you expected to see in that first taste of this stuff, right? Like that's what I'm saying. The playbook, again, I feel like you could have kept it open, but also been able to take shots. Like you get what I'm saying? Like for
Right.
me, you could have
More
kept it
tight
basic
end
as you
plays for me.
right. I feel like that there were more things you could have done to move the ball down the field. I didn't say that you had to go 5 wide and show that your hand and everything that we're doing. I didn't say you had to
Right.
do that, but you could have at least showed some efficiency, and that's exactly what we did not see today. I didn't see any efficiency whatsoever from the offense. It looked like the offense that left the field back in December, right? Where it was super
Right.
conservative. It was super conservative. Just check down after check down after check down after check down. Some quick throws out to the outsides. That's really just all that you saw. You know what I'm saying? And I would have wanted to see some crossers, some stuff over the middle. Have Bryce man make some throws to Hayden Hurst. See if Hayden Hurst could have got behind the defense. I wanted to see a little bit more of that, man, than this conservative play calling. Again, I understand it's week one of the preseason, but you only get 3 games, right? So to me,
Right.
this offense
Lack of
need as
energy.
much chemistry and practice as they possibly can. Like they need as much reps as they possibly can get against live competition. They need that. That's an absolute must. They gotta have the reps and everything that they need to do to build time. I think if Bryce stayed in the momentum, we would have picked it up. But Matt Corral definitely ain't it. Matt Corral is definitely not it, right? Like I'm going to stand on that 110%. That kid just don't have it. Like he just doesn't have it. The guests on the panel, how can Bryce be extremely aggressive if he was under pressure every play? Listen, again, he was
That's not
super.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them what you're saying, cause
Well, no,
they a little bit confused.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I'm saying the energy on the team. I felt like there was no energy offensively. I felt like there was no energy defensively. Like we are hype as fans. We're hype. We got the energy. The crowd is in the energy, and I felt like they just played like man, like this preseason. Like we lax today. Like no, you need to come out with this energy because the Jets is coming out there like a team that's hey, we've
Right,
been asked for decades, and we coming to smack out. And they starters wasn't there, and these are scrub. Like, I'm not even gonna call it a scrub. The backups coming out there with the energy of like, hey, we want this. We on hard knocks. We got all the pressure on us, and we really ain't did shit. But we coming out swinging. And the Jets, I respect them because they came out like, hey, we came to play. They had energy. I'm not
right.
I'm not blaming Bryce. I'm not saying that how could he have it. No, I'm just saying throughout the season, I would love for him to be a little bit more aggressive and have some energy. I'm not saying he got to be Cam Newton. No one said that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I want some energy. We need some energy. We need to stop being a team for we got to play we gotta wait till the other team to smack us in the mouth, and they got an energy for us to meet their energy.
Yeah.
That's
All
what
he's
I'm saying.
saying, yeah, all he's saying is that he wants to see the Panthers be the aggressors instead of being, the victims always first. He want us to be the team that come out there, put a score up on the board first, right? Come out there, be aggressive, and everything we do. And honestly, I feel like the preseason is the time to do that because you can take shots. You can do shit that you wouldn't
Right.
do in the regular season. So anybody sitting up here talking about we shouldn't have been aggressive or we shouldn't have taken any shots, that's complete bullshit to me. The preseason is the time where shit don't count. You can see what you can get away with. You can see what you can't get away with, what you can do, what you can't do. I wanted to see this team take some fucking shots down the field. I
Right.
wanted to see I wanted to see LaVisca get the ball in his hands and see what he could done with it. I wanted to see Hayden Hurst get more involved in this preseason game. Bro, show teams, bro, that you are here to fucking stay. Show teams that you are a new and improved football team. You coming
Right.
out here today, you know what the NFL is saying about the Carolina Panthers after this first preseason game? They were right. We were right. This team is still no better than what it was a year ago. It's the reason why a lot of these analysts and shit hasn't been picking the Panthers to win the division. No, nobody. If you really look at the analysts and you guys go do your research of all of the sports inlets, nobody really has the Panthers winning the NFC South this year. They really
They got us
don't.
feeling this dead last.
Yeah, like they
And
have the
and after the
Falcons.
day, I can't blame them.
Right, they have the Falcons and the Saints winning the division. But again, I feel like you just giving the world more ammo based off of what the fuck we saw today, man. And like that's my problem with this football team, man. Year in and year out, I will say this: I'm not gonna overreact. I'm not gonna trip. It's a preseason game, but I am very, very, very disappointed in what the fuck I saw today. Like, if this is what they prepared for all week, if this is what they were going to do in this game, man, they could have kept that shit, man, down there in Warford. Really, they could have kept it
Exactly.
down there in Warford, man. We got to remember, fellas, Cam had a bad preseason, but went off a weak run. Again, I'm not saying that that's not that's. I don't think that that's what we're saying, courtesy. We're not saying that we're taking away from anything. What I'm saying is that it's disappointing considering the buildup. We've 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 we've
Right.
we've talked all season about what this new version of the Panthers is supposed to look like. Today, we got our first taste of what the Panthers are going to look like, right? And yes, there's some shit that still need to be worked out. There's some shit that need to be worked on. But overall, it did not fucking look good today. The fact that we didn't put any points up at all,
Yeah,
like
nah.
not even a field goal, we got beat. What was the final score? Let me pull that up right quick.
27-0.
20 fucking 7-0, bro.
That's
27 to
unacceptable.
0.
Like, nah, like anybody, I'm sorry. Waves, you shouldn't have to goddamn apologize for you. I wouldn't apologize no more. Look, I get it's preseason. At the end of the day, this is 27-0. The offense was on the field a lot. And the fact that they did not put up not any, we should have scored at least 20 points on this defense. We should have scored 20, at least 20. It should have been 20-27 if that was the case. I'm disappointed because Frank Wright to me in this game, he wanted to, hey, well, we're gonna play it safe. Forget all that. This is when you get all the kinks out with your offense. You don't wait to the regular season to try to figure it out, and then when Bryce struggle, everybody like, man, Bryce can't do no because he's trying to figure out the offense because Frank Wright wants to. I don't want him to throw interceptions. That's a part of the game. He's a quarterback. They're gonna throw interceptions. You're gonna make mistakes. Frank, let the guy. He's not just look. He is a little perfect. He is a perfect guy, but he makes mistakes. It's like, look, just let it go. Let them fly. Let the offense fly. It's like he's holding back the offense. You can tell because he'll do 3 plays. You be like, oh my God, we finna go down the field. Then he get conservative and do the old coach way and do this BS plays. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? Like
And the
just like we
reports are
had
already out. Like they've already put some shit out. So they said the first thing they said Panthers need to figure out Bryce Young's protection ASAP. So this
facts.
article here, Bryce Young's first preseason play ended up being pretty emblematic of the entire debut. On second down, the Panthers came out in an empty formation. The Jets responded with a defensive line stunt that brought pressure quickly. Young didn't panic. He looked in first read before moving to the right side of the field, delivering an accurate ball to Adam Thielen as he took a shot from Solomon Thomas. Young processing accuracy and ability to deal with pressure were reasons he was the number one pick. In that regard, Young did a nice job of showing those things. But the overall performance of the offensive line should be a source of concern. Young played for 3 drives before giving away to Matt Corral. The rookie was sacked just one time, but constantly had pressure in his face. In total, the Jets had 6 quarterback hits in the first 2 quarters. Corral took 2 sacks in the first half. The Jets were one of the best pass rushing teams in the league last season. It looked like they were in midseason form, but the Panthers will need to shore up their pass protection if they're going to keep number one pick healthy all season long. So again, man, it's uh this is
Man, you're not
uh,
overreacting, dog.
yeah, man.
It's real. You, bro,
I'm
you
trying.
just
I'm
put up
trying not to. I'm trying not
27-0.
to lose my shit.
Look, man, it
I'm
is
trying.
what it is. Like I'm
I'm
sorry. 27-0, that's unacceptable. Had we put up some points, I would agree. But we didn't put up nothing. We ain't got nothing to
nothing,
show
man.
for
No
nothing.
points at
And
all.
that's not
Like,
overreacting. Like we put
yeah,
up 27-0 and
that's
we were
facts, bro.
on the field a majority of the time.
That's crazy.
Like
That's
we
crazy.
were like I felt like I seen the offense more than I seen the defense.
Right.
Like I've seen so much of Matt Corral. I swear I got so much of Matt Corral. I ain't never seen as much of Matt Corral. I kept seeing his face.
That motherfucker. Sorry, but yeah, guys, I'm
You
a
talking
little
about
bit
he's
concerned.
sorry?
Yeah, he's sorry, bro. I'm sorry. There is nothing else I need to
Damn.
say about Matt Corral, bro.
I
Like I don't
I
need to
mean
see
I feel
anything
you,
else.
man, but
Yeah,
damn.
I don't need to see. I don't need to see
God,
anything else. I don't need to say anything else. Matt
man.
Corral is just not it, bro. He's not. He's not the answer. He's not our guy. He's not. To me, he's not even the third or fourth string quarterback, bro. Like the man, when he back there, bro, dropping back, he looks like he has no idea what the fuck is going on that football field, bro. Like
I'm not gonna lie
he
to you,
don't
man.
have no idea of what's going on. He can't even scramble right. Like he can't even
Right.
scramble right, even when he was running and scrambling. I'm looking like, bro, what are you doing out there? Like, what are you doing? Why the hell didn't Andy Dalton get no playing time today? I rather would.
Cause I will tell you that because Frank Wright, once again, he said, man, well, he know the offense. He ain't gotta play, man. He's a veteran. He's ready. He ain't gonna really play this game. Which
Carl
I
ID,
thought
that's
was
bullshit.
bullshit.
Right? Yeah. Why didn't he? He doesn't matter. He needs to
That's
get reps.
bullshit.
Right.
Exactly. He like I said, oh my God. Did he really just say this shit? You
Because if
know,
Bryce
this is
Young,
that
if Bryce Young keep getting hit like that, Andy Dalton gonna be on the field a lot. I'm
right.
telling
And
you.
then we gonna have Andy goddamn Dalton as the season, and yeah, good
Yeah, at
luck
this
with that.
point, it's just by Matt. You right, courtesy man. He got to fucking go, bro. He got to go, and I don't even think he got any trade value. Like he doesn't even have.
Nah, you
I
can't
don't
get
even.
you a
Yeah, like
six
he don't
rounder
even have any
now.
trade value. He looks bad. Like Matt
I mean,
Corral
you can get
looks
you an
really,
eight
really
round
bad.
pick.
I I'll say this, man. Let's we not go overly panic about it. I'm not go. It was just one game, but 27-0, man, was a fucking ass kicking. That is no way to start up the damn 2023 season. Preseason game or not, ain't no reason like hell we got beat 27-0. That shit
Right.
was that like to me,
That's unacceptable.
that is crazy. Like nobody was able to get up points. The thirds couldn't even put points on the third defense. The fours couldn't even put points on the forward defense. Like nobody was able to get points, and the offense had they had ample time, bro. It wasn't like Bryce was just in there for one season. They had three opportunities to move the ball down the field, man. They couldn't get shit going. They couldn't get nothing going at all. And to me, it was all on the play calling. The play calling was super, super conservative. I do not like that. I don't like that approach. To me, if I'm the coach, man, coming out here in this first game, it's the preseason. We're gonna take some shots, see what we can get downfield, use some play action. If Bryce was under pressure like he was, where was the play action at? We didn't see none of the play action being utilized. You get what I'm saying? To get him on the move, to get him out of the like to me, Bryce Young is more of a dangerous weapon outside of the pocket, meaning like on the run. If you get him outside of the pocket on some play action boosts and things like that, I think that would have opened up this offense a lot more. And I think that we would have been able to do a lot more different things, man. Gave him some better looks when we're talking about, on the offensive side of the ball. But man, like it was super traditional. It was super basic. It was super Matt be swagged out though. Man, he don't even be swagged out to me. He don't even be swagged out. Like, bro, that motherfucker is why it's certain people that I'm still trying to figure out why they on the team. Why is Gross Matos still on his football team? Why is Ian Thomas still on his football team? Why is Matt Corral still on his football team? He is fucking sorry. They are sorry. I just don't understand why. Now, man, let me woo stop right quick, bro. Let me woo stop for a few minutes, man, because I'm getting worked up over a preseason game. I really am. I'm getting really worked up over a preseason game.
Look, you have every right to after this because look, I get it's preseason, but you got to show something. I mean, something like I'm sorry. I look at some point I had to step away from the TV because
Iquanu
my
had a rough day.
yeah, it
Iquanu
was rough.
Iquanu had a rough day. Anybody go back and look at the film? Ike Iquanu struggled in this preseason game.
Yeah, he got kind of bulldozed at one point. It was
Like
looking really
serious, like
rough.
literally, he struggled in this game.
Right. You know, I'm gonna shoot him some bail today, but he struggled. You know.
So, with this being said, guys, I will go back to what I said. If y'all watch my training camp, if you watch my training camp video, the last video that I did from Warford, I'm gonna go back and say this. I think that we need to have very, very realistic expectations about this upcoming season, right? I don't think we should get too high or too low on the Panthers this year. I don't think that we should have overly unrealistic expectations. I don't think that we should have, too small of expectations, but I think that they need to be like somewhere in the middle of that because it's going to be some growing pains this year, guy. Like I'm already feeling it. I'm already seeing it, and I'm gonna call it. I'm not changing my record. I still think that this is a 8 to 9 win football team, but I'm not giving it any more than that. I'm not giving it any more than that whatsoever. I think that it's going to take time for this offense to gel. It's a new system, it's new everything that they're going to be learning. On the defensive side, it's going to take some time for them to get used to that 3-4. That's it's like literally, man, when I was watching their defense, guys just looked like out of place. Like they just didn't they just looked like they were just everywhere over the field. Like I said, outside of Frankie Louvu, he's a traditional fit in that scheme. Eric Rowe, he looks like he's going to be getting some valuable minutes, man, in at corner safety, wherever it is that he's going to be. He's going to get some valuable playing time this season for the Carolina Panthers. Derek Brown, we will see how beneficial he is. But if teams do what the Jets did in this preseason game, which was double team him, they double teamed Derek Brown on their front, forcing the pass rushers on the edge. You know, Brian Burns didn't play in this game, but Brian Burns will be in the games. I'm thinking Justin Houston may start at the other defensive end spot if he can get up to speed quickly. Waves may be having high concern. It may cause whole team to adjust and play better. Carl I completely, I 100% agree. Listen, nobody is giving up on the football team after one preseason game, right? But
Nah,
what I'm saying, yeah, nobody is doing that at all. But what I'm saying is, for the first taste of the new regime, I was disappointed, extremely disappointed, and the Panther fans have a right to be disappointed. It was a home game, and we got our ass kicked 27-0 in a preseason game. I don't think we've ever lost a preseason game that bad.
no, I don't think so either. But I don't want to hear Frank. I don't even want to hear what Frank Wright got to say at that podium because there's nothing he can say for me personally that's gonna justify this bullshit that he put up. Hey man, adversity. Look, Frank. I don't give a shit about adversity. Look, I need you to just. I don't need no talk. I need you to put your money, put the money where the play is. Cause look, they paid you to do a service, and I need you to do your job. That's all I need you to do. Do your job. I don't want to hear nothing about, hey, we got to take time. We got to do this. I don't really care. And for me personally, ways I know you said have low expectations, but I just feel like no. I'm sorry.
Not low
You we
expectations,
no 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 no
just
not
yeah,
low. I know what you mean, but
just
I'm
not
saying the
overly
playoff.
unrealistic
Right.
expectations.
I get that, but as Frank Wright, the way that he got this job and they chose him and they got this all-star cast, I'm sorry. You presented yourself as an all-star cast. You presented yourself as, hey, we gonna get there, and then in a little bit you tried to walk it back because you realized like, oh shit, I need to be realistic. But no, I'm sorry. The expectation is playoff or bust. I'm sorry. It's playoff or bust for me personally because if that's the case, we could have kept the other goddamn coach. It's playoff or bust. Frank, you got the job, you got the big money, you got every coach that you wanted. You
Right.
got they traded to the first pick for you. They got the players that you want for you. You got the Frank
Yep.
Reich connection. No, it's playoff or bust. If we gotta stop as a franchise and as a fan base. We gotta stop shooting these guys some bail. It's it's put up or shut up. All the wide receivers, I get everybody, man, we got to see what we have. No, 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 no. Put up or shut up. If you trash, get your ass off the team. Let's get a real number one. If these guys can't get it done, we need a real number one, like we've been saying for for a long time. So for me, it's put up or shut up with everybody. And everybody gets no bail for me. Coaches, staff, everybody. Put up or shut up. That's my mentality this season. If your ass, get your ass out. We can get somebody in here. You got all this. You got the cap space, and we keep throwing it around that we got cap space. Use it. Use it. Use the cap space. Dalvin
Yeah.
Cook and all these running backs is out here asking to get picked up. They're gonna get to a point where we just gonna accept anything. So you need
Yeah,
to
man.
get guys in here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Get the
running back is
best
a
talent.
position. I think running back, we definitely need to add somebody else
Oh
solid
yes,
behind
it's
Miles Sanders. I really think that that is
absolutely.
absolutely important, man.
That's
Like to
our
have a veteran
weakest.
presence.
Right, that's
Yeah,
our weakest spot on offense to me, more than offensive line. I think when we get Austin Corbett there, we're gonna be straight.
yeah,
But
yeah. Corbett
running back
definitely.
is the weakest spot to me. Wide receiver, I think. Look, Terrace, get your ass off the team. Sorry,
Well, I
it's
ain't gonna
over.
say that yet, man. I think that Terrace Marshall. I haven't really heard much about him this whole training camp. But I don't think it's. I
That's the
think it's too
problem
early to
right
say it's
there.
time for him to get off the team. I mean, he's playing with a lot of guys in front of him too now. So
Man,
we gotta
look,
we gotta we
if
gotta
he that
see.
guy, man, I'm sorry. If you that guy you say you are, you let the rookie get over you, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like no, the rookie got over him. That ain't no excuse. That he came in third, I can see that. But the rookie, they got the rookie listed to you on the unofficial depth chart. The
Yeah, that's crazy.
rookie, he came in just a couple months ago, and he took your spot. You was supposed to be number two guy or number three, and he took your spot. So I'm sorry. It's put up or shut up. We got it. I'm not giving nobody bail. Put up or shut up. You have done nothing all training camp. He's showing some. I don't need you to show some spurts. I need you to show it. It's time. Put up or shut up. We heard you. Oh man, he got something. No, no, no. I need you to put up or shut up because look, you let the rookie get over you. Because if that don't show you to get some butt in your fire, then I don't know what else. Because I'm sorry, he gonna get further and further on that depth chart. Because the white boy gonna take his spot too. That was showing up that all Matt Corral could throw to is the white boy today. He gonna take his spot, Terrace spot in a minute.
Right.
If
Absolutely.
Terrace don't get it together, Terrace gonna
Yeah.
fall further and further on that depth chart. It's put up or shut up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just again, guys, super disappointed, man, with the play of the football team overall today. Want to give a shout out, man, to all the people that's been supporting the channel. I know this is the first time your boy's doing an actual conversation live. It's been a while, man. But listen, things are about to start getting kicked back up here on the channel. Make sure y'all continue to support it, man. Y'all continue to like and continue to rock with the big boy, big waves, the fucking Silver Surfer. Y'all already know what time it is. Hey, listen, it's only one game. I'm about to go and take a look at these press conferences, seeing what guys really had to say, seeing what Frank Wright really had to say, man, and kind of try to just do some research and go back and watch some film on some good takeaways and positive takeaways, man. We will be alive again next week. Trying to get the schedule, man, what the new schedule of the lives is going to look like, but I'll make sure to keep everybody posted to that. But if you haven't done so already, man, if you're new to the channel, you're loving the content, make sure you like and subscribe to it already. Appreciate the boy Christian as always, man, coming up here to give it. Like I said, man, today was a complete embarrassment, but it's the preseason. We still have at least 2.5 weeks, man, to get things cleaned up, before the regular season starts. Let's just try to kind of chalk it up to that, man. We definitely, courtesy, yes, Dalvin Cook, Zeke, those would be very, very good additions to add to this football team, man. So we'll see how everything goes. But, man, hey, look, as always, man, appreciate you, Christian.
Yeah, no problem, my G. Hey man, look. I know we about to blow a hole through through YouTube with this team,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I'm sweating right now, upset.
Yeah, I'm about to check out some of these press conferences, man, and see what these guys had to say, man. And then we will be back live, man, next week, man. So everybody make sure you stay tuned. Check out the community sections. Go check out the shorts and stuff that I put out as well. Till I see you guys the next time, man. Life is just a way, baby. Holler at y'all later on. Be easy.
So.